All right, so some people have been asking about my Expedition KLR 650 sidecar. So I needed to take a break on this trip this weekend, so I thought I'd let you see what it is. So it's a 2016 KLR 650 that is not stock, as you can see. So I guess we'll just start at the back here. This is an Seahorse SE 630 case, and inside this case I carry obviously a hat, first aid kit, a book on first aid, and tire pressure gauge, some fire starter sticks, zip ties, diaper wipers, and Windex, small first aid kit. And then in here is my personal lighting kit. These little watertight plastic boxes are Harbor Freight for $9. So inside of this is a super bright LED lantern that has 4 modes, plus red, plus flashing red, and a super bright LED headlamp. There'll be a new flashlight going in here that didn't make it in time. It's got at home yesterday. But both of these and the flashlight that's coming are all USB chargeable, which you'll see in a minute why I have it like that. And I have it in this case so they don't get broken, and I can just pick up the case and walk right into my tent with it. No fussing and looking around for my lights. So that's the top box. I keep everything locked because I live in Seattle. If it ain't locked, it grows feet and walks away. So this is a large tusk pannier. Man, these things are great. They're cheap, indestructible. This is the third bike this pannier has been on. I can't say enough good stuff about them. Inside here, my tool tube is all my tire changing tools, spoons, patch kit, all sorts of different things for changing a tire. I'm under a tree here and it's dripping on me. Awesome. So in this pannier, sweat coat, extra gloves, tubes, rain pants, a towel, see it over here, an atlas for Washington State and Oregon. And then in the bottom of it I have a Helinox, I guess that's how you say it, folding chair and an emergency hammock in case I get stranded somewhere. At least I can sleep off of the ground. Going up the bike, I have a Seat Concept seat. Hippo Hands, what can I say? These things are awesome. I'm at about 350 miles of a 450 mile trip that's all been below freezing, and all I'm wearing is one pair of winter gloves. No heated grips, no heated gloves. Inside those Hippo Hands, my hands are nice and warm. Running fat bars, rocks risers, kind of see them down in there. Dash I built up here, comes off the mounting bolts for the dash, ram mount. And then up here I have 2 USBs and a 12-volt cigarette type lighter. Solo box, windshield risers, zero gravity sport touring screen, which I found the other day, has been busted. So it's just taped together for now, and it's holding pretty well. Crash highway pegs that I made. Leading link front end from DMC. I bought it, lots of money, didn't work worth a crap. I modified it, new shocks, now it works acceptable. KX450 UFO front fender, bolts right on. Steering dampener off a Volkswagen. I have a 2,500 pound winch, kind of see it down there. LED lighting, Inside this box, another $9 Harbor Freight box. There's all my winch accessories, the controller, snatch block, strap, there's a clevis in there, everything for winching. Stays nice and dry and secure. In this center box, this is another Tusk Pannier. It's off of the back of the bike. I mounted it in the center, and in here I have a 12-volt RV deep cycle battery that is charged from the bike. It's the bike's only battery. This is a really nice air compressor that I have here that's digital. You set the air pressure, it just goes, and when it gets to that, it shuts off. All right, moving on to DMC subframe, and then the frame of the sidecar is totally custom built by me. I built everything from this point that way. This box, I built the box, took off the tub that people sit in, put it in the garage, built this box. It's made out of 5/8 CDX with 4 coats of rhino lining brushed on. So far it's been completely watertight. It's working awesome. That's a 50-watt solar panel on the front, and I'll get into the inside here in a minute. It's an XT350 Yamaha swing arm with dune buggy shocks on it. That works pretty awesome. Over here I have a emergency shovel, and this one's kind of cool. I've got it locked on here with a pin, but this shovel is sharpened on the edges like an axe. As you can see, so you can actually, cut with it like an axe and shovel. Yeah, it's really cool. Haven't had to use it yet, but it's right there for any emergencies that might pop up. I keep it on the outside on this in this mount down here, so that it's easy to get to in the dark or something if I get stuck or I need it without emptying out my box to find it. Can't see it, but down the bottom there's actually a hole drilled in it to let water run out. This box, I've got Jeep latches that hold it shut, and so in the box I keep all my camping gear and stuff. This, I stayed in a hotel last night, so this is just my clothing. The red is a lawn chair, it always stays in there. Balaclava shirt for warmth. Jumper cables, and underneath that is my complete tool set. Leftover dinner from last night. It's been below freezing for the last 4 days, so it's nice and cold. In this box right here is another 12-volt RV battery, exactly the same as the one that's in the bike. It's completely charged by the solar panel. It's not hooked to the bike at all. Matter of fact, everything in here is part of the box. It's not tied into the bike. 4 bolts and this whole box lifts off. That's it. There's the solar panel controller right there, and it's at 12.5 volts with no sun, so it's not charging much. There's a little LED light for in here for at night if I want to get stuff in and out. So the switch panel here, this switch is wired in to nothing. It's just wired for whatever I'm going to do later, which is probably going to be some interior lights in the box. But this switch here turns on these side LEDs, that one, and then one in the back here, for setting up camp in the dark. Remember, all this stuff in this box is run off of that battery that's charged off of that solar panel, and it's all in a box right here. Like I said, watertight. It works awesome. 1.5 gallon roto packs on the back, which is full, stays full. I empty it every once in a while, put new gas in it, but gives me about Now 7.5 to close to 8 gallons of gas, I guess, with whatever the KOR is, 5.3 or something. 6-gallon water jug. I just happen to have the jug laying around from my RV, so I thought the other day, it'd be kind of cool to mount it on here so I have extra water. And it's all mounted on with 2 plates of aluminum and then steel on the bottom. It's not going anywhere. So that's pretty much it. That's my 2016 Expedition sidecar KOR 650. I'm on a trip right now. I did 240 miles yesterday. Never got above freezing. I guess maybe it did way late in the afternoon, but I was already there. And this morning it's been right at 30 degrees for the last 100 miles. And I have about another 100 miles to go to get home. So yeah, it's a cold one. But you know, it's still fun. But I'm getting cold here filming this, as you can see from my breath. So I'm going to conclude this, put the bike all back together, button up, and head out for another wonderful 100 miles in 30-degree weather. Adios.